Mm.
just to name a few.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, when you get a chance, check out my podcast that's on now. I start off with a guest artist. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them. They're all playing on there, and they're all bassists.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, check it out. You better interest you. Okay, so when did you train classically at first, right? You trained classically at first.
Actually, like, as a teenager, I began at 13 on guitar, actually. That was my instrument of choice at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I continued with guitar till about 17 or 18 or so, and then I started to take electric bass lessons, and I took with a great Connecticut bassist named Steve Clark. He's an excellent funk bassist, also like jazz fusion type, and he's a legend of the Connecticut scene as an instructor and performer. And so I was more inclined towards the jazz fusion funk kind of way. But I did study jazz and classical at the University of North Texas, and as I continued my studies.
Oh, very good, very good. I was looking at your bio, and I noticed here that you're performing in Europe. You had a lot of endorsement deals.
Yes.
That seems to be something that. How did you go about that?
Well, there comes a time in a professional musician's life where you've got to either keep going or kind of just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And, I decided to keep it going. And there's some things that you need in order to keep it going, and that's support from within the industry. And so I feel it's important to have that kind of support, whether it be through strings or instruments or amplifiers, what have you, to be connected within that industry and to have the support of really high-quality products only can help. I mean, it's not going to really increase CD sales, anything like that, but it's definitely going to put you out there. For example, some of these companies have supported performances of mine at events like European Bass Day, and I've also been invited to the Musikmesse, which is just like the NAMM show in the States that they have in Los Angeles each year. It's basically the NAMM show for the rest of the world over here in Frankfurt, Germany. And so to be part of those events is really special, and it gets your name and your face and your music out there, more exposure.
I see. You work with Ray Blue much?
I haven't worked with Ray Blue. I've talked to Ray Blue. Ray's in Berlin.
Right.
And he plays basically in that area, also in Poland and in like Finland, Sweden, and of course in the States. And until now our paths haven't crossed, but I certainly hope that day comes because I really respect his musicianship.
Right on. Hey, you sent me two cuts, Sea Dance, and you said Bailate.
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 It basically means dance.
Dance, okay. And it's a Latin style.
Yes.
And Sea Dance is like a jazz groove.
It's a samba.
A samba. It is a samba. So these are your best, what you really like to play, your choice of music is Latin style.
Well, of course I love it. It's a part of what I like to play. I love it all, James. I really don't, distinguish between music. I really don't have any favorites, and I love it all. But Latin jazz is a big part of that, of course.
All right. Tell us about your album that you have. It's called Summer Song, is it?
It's called Latin Journey.
Oh, that's the new one, the Latin Journey. Okay.
That was released in 2007, and that is the latest until now. I should be going into the studio in June or July.
Mm-hmm.
to record the next release. And that will, I don't have distribution yet to this point, but hopefully it will be released sometime this year, by the end of the year, in time for Christmas.
All right, all right. What kind of music